guest is the host of the nationally syndicated Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
My list of phases. Okay, gay.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Every morning I listen to you and Gandhi and Danielle.
Hello, lady. Don't worry, you're not going to feel anything. It's fine.
I don't know if I would listen to that show.
Welcome to Elvis Duran
and the Morning Show.
By the way, if you're a flat earther, we want to hear from you now. Text us at 55100. Just want to ask you some questions. Who was it that was a flat earther? Was it...
B.O.B.
Yeah, B.O.B.
Yeah. I believe Kyrie Irving may also be a flat earther.
Okay.
Well, do they say where it is you have to walk in order to fall off the side?
Off the edge. Just keep going.
But we don't know where?
Yeah.
It's out there.
It's out there
Where
somewhere.
does all the water go from the ocean?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know. We're not.
Where is the edge? Is it going to leave like us in there?
I really think if we start trying to debate this, it's really going to lead nowhere.
Okay.
So, we'll move on.
Elvis, do you have anybody you'd like to send to the edge of the flat earth or no?
Yes. You know what? If there is an end to the earth, I have a list of people needing to sail out there.
Me too. I like to add on to that when you make that.
All right. Done deal. But hey, here's the difference between me and a lot of people. If someone says, "Hey, Elvis, I want to sit down with you and have a serious conversation about, how I believe the earth is flat and I have a few points to prove it." If I like you and I'm friends with you, I'm not a stranger. I'm not going to put myself through that. But if I know you and you're ready to talk about it, okay, let's have a cocktail and let's talk about it. I wouldn't mind hearing what you have to say.
Yeah.
I've never really sat down with a flat earther. I don't know. I happen to know from what I've learned is that I don't believe the earth is flat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But can I sit here and tell you with 100% certainty that the earth is round?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Those pictures could have been jacked around with. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, sure. I mean, if you don't want to believe in any of the things that we've seen as fact to be fact, then yeah, there could be a case that it's not real. But once you have photographic evidence from the moon or people flying around the earth and taking pictures of it with drones, airplanes, all this stuff, it's really hard to wrap your head around it all being flat then.
Exactly. No. I really fall on the side of round earth theory.
Right.
But I'm telling you, if you spend enough time with a conspiracy theorist,
Yep.
and they are great they craft their words very well, and they give you, well, okay, if there's any doubt with the jury, then we must not acquit. We must acquit. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'll listen to what you have to say, and you may have a really strong base of evidence. I don't believe you, but I'm going to give you credit for actually doing a great job.
Right.
Pleading your case.
Yeah, of course.
Putting up a good debate.
Exactly.
Sometimes I like to just sit there and hear what you have to say.
Exactly. See, there are some people who will just slam the door in your face. Get out of here, you weirdo. No, I'll listen to you. I'm good with that. Yeah, Froggy.
One thing I've learned from you, Elvis, is I've seen somebody basically show you something that's blue, and they'll go, "This is yellow," and you'll go, "Okay." You just walk away. you have that ability to just go, you know what? If you want to believe that, you go right ahead, and it doesn't bother you. I wish I had that gene.
Okay, well, hold on, Scary. So the debate there is we're all different. All of our eyes see things differently. Now they do.
Yeah.
You may actually see what you perceive to be yellow. It may not be yellow to me.
If you're colorblind.
Well, okay, so I take that into account. I go, if you're going to tell me that that's yellow to you, I cannot sit here at 100% certainty and tell you you're absolutely wrong. I can't.
I've seen somebody look at a monster truck and tell you it's a bike, and you go, "Yeah, you're right.
You're right. It's a bike.
It's a bike. See you later."
Your reality could be different than mine.
Right.
Look. I would tell you that the majority of the people I know would look at that color and say, "No, that is blue." If we had to take a vote on it, the most people voted blue for that color. So I go, okay, you may see yellow, but I will tell you the majority of the people see blue. Just to let you know.
Right.
You know what I think about all the time? Sort of what you're saying, but what if your blue is actually my yellow, but I call it blue, right? So I see the sky as what you would perceive as yellow. I call it blue. And that's the way I take in everything in the world. So what if we all have the same favorite color? We just see every color on the spectrum differently. It's coded differently for each one of us.
And that's probably the case.
Yeah, that's so cool to think about.
My son has color. He's colorblind. His greens and his browns, like he switches them. So like the bark on the tree looks green to him and the leaves look brown. So I got him those colorblind glasses and he put them on and oh my goodness, he's like, dude, this is crazy. Like, it's so amazing. He sees a whole new world now. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and by the way, people are texting in some weird things.
Yes.
And we're trying to call a few flat earthers. They're not answering the phone, and that's okay.
Okay.
Well, I know they got to watch their step. They don't have time to pick up the phone.
Maybe it fell off the side of the earth.
You know, what's scary? What?
But what I don't understand, though, is we've all seen a round figure called Earth from satellite images. We have photographic proof.
We have
We've
all seen
it from
that, yes.
space and all that. So with that knowledge, isn't that physical proof right there that
It
everything
is,
else
but some would argue
Yeah.
that that's all made up.
So wait a minute. So do they believe that all planets are flat? Like not just Earth?
I don't know.
Maybe they haven't studied those planets yet.
Yeah, we're
Danielle.
still
They're just
working on Earth,
Earth.
Danielle.
Okay,
We're still
sorry.
working on Earth.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Look, you know what? I'm a firm believer in, hey, you know what? Your perception is your perception and mine is mine. As long as no one's getting hurt here and no one's making someone feel like crap because they believe in something. That's why I've not sat here and said flat earthers are XYZ.
Right.
I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So, and, there you go. Just because I have an open mind doesn't mean I'm being gaslighted,
Right.
as this person is accusing me of doing.
And it doesn't mean you agree. It just means you're willing to listen to what somebody has to say and not fight them about it.
What a
and
novel idea.
Call them
Exactly.
stupid.
But I can easily block them like that.
You
All right.
might think it in your
So
head.
yeah, we move ahead. I don't. This conversation may be just a bit of a headache for some, but look, perception is perception, and in this crazy universe we live in, it's easier just to say, yeah, you're right. That monster truck is a bicycle.
Yep.
Right.
And we move on.
I've been with you when you've done that, and it is quite comical. I'm like, wow, I wish I could
What
do
was
that.
it? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Somebody was trying to get you to see something that they were wrong, and you were just like, okay, yeah. You know what? You're right. And he just walked away, and he looked at me, and we walked away and said, we're never going to get anywhere arguing with him. Look how quick that was just to walk away.
Yeah, just say yeah, absolutely. Just walk away.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. And if someone perceives that as weakness, oh, my friend, you are wrong. That is
No,
called,
I see that as a strength. No,
that
that's
is called
Yeah,
strength.
that's a strength.
Being able to just walk away from
Can you
it.
imagine if Brody could do that? If he could just walk away?
It's
Oh my
not
God.
nice just to bring that up like that.
Well, because we know, everybody knows that of all of us, Brody is the one that would argue. If he believed in a point, he would argue it until you realized he was right.
Well, now we have to put him on. You shouldn't have brought him up. Now we got to bring him on.
He's
Hey,
gonna
Brody.
agree.
It's only
I
fair
am
that
sitting here shaking.
Told you.
it's only fair for you to be able to come on and
Defend.
say what's on your mind.
Well, I appreciate that, Elvis. You're a better person than I am because you value the opinions of everyone, and that's great. You're a better man. But if somebody tells me the sky is yellow, I will yell at them for the next 14 days about it. I don't have tolerance for flat earthers. I don't appreciate their opinions, and I'm shaking listening to you being so calm about it. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Listen, I was in a jewelry store yesterday, and they had a typed-up sign, and it was missing an apostrophe, and I had to take a pen from the cup they had by the register and put an apostrophe on the sign. That's how I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Brody has to be right. Has to be.
All right.
It's got to be a stressful way to be every day. I feel for you.
Well, I don't have to be right. I just enjoy being right. And I don't want to go through life being wrong. I think I'd rather be right than wrong. So I do my best.
Well, you know,
and
Brody,
I think I made
Brody-
the world a better place by putting that apostrophe.
Okay, you are. You're making the world a much better place. But Brody, we've known you for many years, and you have so many qualities that are the ones that should be pointed out and celebrated. And your need to be right all the time is not in the top 10.
Right.
You are correct. I have a lot of good qualities, but Danielle likes the ones that are objectionable to some, and that's fine. I'd rather be known for something than not known at all, right? So
True.
I'll take what I can get.
All right. Well, with that said, the sky's yellow. Please hold.
Nope.
We got to move on. And by the way, if you have a problem with us trying to just have a conversation with this, then feel free to go listen to someone else.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I'll happily escort you to the door.
Good morning. Elvis Duran
Dear God, what's this woman doing?
and the Morning Show.
Waking up.
All of you are so hilarious.
That's the material.
Wake up.
I start my day with it.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
All right, into the horoscopes. Can't live a moment without them. Who are you doing your horoscopes with today, Producer Sam?
Elvis Duran, please help me.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Usually you choose Nate.
I decided not to bless everyone that hard today.
Thanks. All right, if you have a birthday today, you celebrate with Khloe Kardashian, Tobey Maguire, Drake Bell, and J.J. Abrams. Okay, moving on in. Capricorn, remember, you're allowed to want more and still be grateful for what you have. Both are okay. Your day's a 9.
Aquarius, leave behind the things that drain you. That energy would be better used elsewhere. Your day's a 9.
Hey, Pisces, the smallest act can shift everything. Don't underestimate your power of your ripple. Your day is an 8.
Aries, you've been too worried about unnecessarily fixing yourself. Accept and then embrace. Your day's an 8.
Hello, Taurus. Clarity often arrives after confusion, so keep walking through this fog and you'll find your resolve. Your day's a 7.
Gemini, you don't have to do everything today. Just do what matters most for you right now. Your day's a 6.
Cancer, people don't know what you need. The more you follow your gut, the less you'll need their understanding. Your day's a 6.
Hey, Leo, you are pulling away from what you want to appease someone else. Don't stray too far. Your day's a 9.
Virgo, curiosity will open doors while fear will keep them locked. So chase what you want, scary or not. Your day's a 7.
Libra, transitional periods often hurt, but you will emerge happier on the other end. Your day's an 8.
For Scorpio, if you're bothered by someone, try to reflect on what that says about you, not them. Your day's a 5.
And finally, Sagittarius, struggle does not cancel value. It only adds to it. Embrace this part of your journey. Your day is a 10, and those are your Friday morning horoscopes.
So, Gandhi's boyfriend, who is just so hot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He said he would not have sex with a man for under $1.5 million.
Okay.
And I looked up and said, I bet I can snag him for $50,000.
Right. So when we,
I bet if I offered him $50,000,
I don't know.
he would do me.
I don't know about $50,000, but I do think we could
Yes, he
convince
would.
him for less than $1.5 million.
I think a mill. A cool mill.
A cool mill?
Yeah.
$1 million? Nate, I don't know. I feel like hundreds of thousands. He said absolutely not. But I think when the money is in front of you in a suitcase, cash,
Yeah.
I think it's a different story.
I just feel better about myself because I have these same conversations with my friends. And so I'm glad that I'm not strange and other people do this.
By the way, Froggy, I wouldn't pay you.
Oh my
Oh, no, you would.
Froggy would pay me.
Don't be so sure about
Yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Well, we were just talking about how everyone has a price for everything, and people try to act all holier than thou and say, no, I can't be bought. I would never. Yeah, you would. You probably would.
I don't know.
Probably would.
You see, I
I
wouldn't
think
have.
there's certain things, maybe.
I don't think I would have sex with a woman for $1.5 million.
Yes, you would.
What?
I wouldn't.
You did it for free.
Everybody has a price.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they did.
You've had it before. It's not like you've never had sex with a woman. You have.
I just don't want to do it.
Right, you don't
For
want
$1.5 million?
No.
5 minutes of your life.
5 minutes. I'm not lasting that long.
Okay, 2 minutes of your life.
Did you say there's 5 women involved or one?
I'm getting in there. No. What's your price there, Straight Nate?
Nate's is very low.
How do you know?
Because you said, I would do it.
Yeah, yours is low, Nate.
Listen, what?
Nate, how much? If Froggy offered you money to have sex with you.
Froggy's a lower price than most.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you did compliment my legs yesterday.
Have you seen his legs? He's got the smoothest legs I've
He's got
ever
nice
seen.
legs.
It wouldn't feel like a man.
I posted a picture with my dog yesterday. Nate's like, you have nice legs.
I did. The picture was about his dog, but you looked at the legs.
Well, okay. That being said, legs accounted for.
How much?
For who is it?
No, if Froggy
If
Froggy
I
gave you
said I
money,
would pay you.
Wait, am I? Which part am I?
Good question.
the bottom.
Oh, that's more.
That's what my boyfriend said.
Really?
I'd say $250,000.
250,000?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
please.
it?
Let me tell you.
Cash?
Listen,
Cash. Listen.
Listen,
I took it-
listen,
what?
Mary. I know you.
What?
You would do it for practically nothing.
How
No,
much? Oh, okay. Write me a check right now.
I'm not going to write you a check. But I mean, people don't write checks.
Yeah, you don't write a check for that. You got to put that memo line on the bottom, and then it's going to say that. You don't want that.
I'm going to Venmo you how much. I don't want. First of all, I don't want to have sex with you. There's nothing about you that turns me on.
Make me an offer. Make me an offer.
I don't want to have sex with you.
I'm not talking about
Danielle.
Yeah.
How much would you pay to have sex with Nate?
Would I pay?
Yes.
Why should I have to pay?
No dollars.
No
one
dollars.
wants to have sex with you.
No dollars. Nate, I love you, but
What's scary?
I'm a 7-figure guy.
Oh,
7
dear.
figures all around for the guys.
You're not going to fetch that price.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just can't. I'm
Oh
trying
my
to think of it. I'm
God.
trying to think of the act, and I can't do it.
Well, here, let me ask you a
I can't-
question.
Let me tell you, I would have sex with a woman before I'd have sex with Scary.
Scary is overvaluing the good.
If you,
Whoa. That was pretty profound there. What? Hold on. Say that
would
again.
it depend on which part, like the top or bottom?
Right. I was thinking about that too.
Because I think that makes it. I think that makes a difference.
Huge
for guys.
Yeah,
difference.
There's a big difference in catching and pitching. There's a big difference.
Because
Nah, I'd rather be on the mound pitching.
Dear God.
How much is that going to cost Nate? Okay.
No.
I'm going to broker a deal. Scary is going to mount you. For how much? How much?
Scary to do it?
Yes, how much?
I don't know.
Name your price.
I don't think a million.
Come on.
A million.
A million?
Million.
No, I'm talking like $150.
No. We gave away a gift basket that was worth more than that.
$150.
That's not even enough alcohol to wipe
Guess
your
what?
memory.
I will throw in a Tate's Bake Shop gift basket.
The blondies, even the blondies.
You know you want a blondie.
As much as I love Tate.
Scary, you want a blondie?
For sure. His name is Nate. I don't want a brownie, that's for sure.
Hey, what's wrong with us? Oh my God.
You're going to have a Venmo sexual experience.
I don't want this.
Okay, I'm going to Venmo cash into your account right now.
But no, you know what though? That's,
You and Scary.
That's bull. Because I know there's a $2,900 limit. I'm not doing it for $2,900 on Venmo.
How about $2,500?
No, Elvis, this is
Oh
disturbing.
wait, is there really a $2,900
Yes.
limit? I had no idea.
Yeah.
You'd have to
How do you know that?
almost both.
Yeah,
Hey,
how do you
I know.
that?
Elvis has paid me for. Well, I shouldn't say that.
I didn't pay you for anything.
You know, you didn't pay me for that. You paid me for something else.
What did I pay for?
I can't remember.
Why did I give you money?
Oh my God.
I did something for you. I'm not going to say on the air.
sure
What did you do? I don't remember.
We did some work stuff, and you said I'll split it with you.
Oh.
What was that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Was
Okay.
Nate handy?
Stop it! I did no sexual thing.
It was not sexual.
Do you
We
think
even
your girlfriend would be okay with it?
For $1 million, yeah. She'd
gets some.
probably say do it for $500,000.
I would encourage. If Brandon got a $1.5 million offer, I'd punch him if he didn't do it.
Yeah, but you'd want to know who the dude was.
Yeah. You
Wouldn't care.
No, yes, you would.
Why?
Because what if he was dirty?
Well, it's all safe. Safe sex here.
It doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
1.5 mil is 1.5 mil.
No.
Scary.
Not if it comes with extras afterwards.
No, I don't want any lasting side effects.
Exactly.
Just the shame.
Okay, what if? Okay, question.
Same.
How much do we have to pay Brandon to have sex with Nate's girlfriend Heather?
Oh.
He should do that for free.
By the
I
way,
don't know.
I shouldn't speak for her because she.
Well, everyone thinks Nate's girlfriend looks like me, so I feel like it would be a low price.
Let me tell you,
That's right.
Yeah.
I would never do that because I think, first of all, your girlfriend's beautiful.
Thank you. And Brandon's beautiful
Oh,
too.
thank you.
That is so stupid.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Ha laugh, funny. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
All right, well, we don't know how this contest is going to turn out, but we're going to do it anyway. It's time for the Hollywood Double Dip. Okay, so we're going to give you sound from a blockbuster 90s film. If you get it great, bang, you score $10. If you get it wrong, you now double dip and name a dip.
I love that so much.
So keep in mind, when you name the dip, it has to be on our list of the top 10 dips in America, according to our sources. A lot of moving parts here. This is going to get kind of crazy. Let's meet our contestant, Larry, calling in from beautiful Orange County, New York. It's gorgeous up there. Larry, good morning.
Good morning.
Laura, by the way, Larry is a comedian, so this is going to be extra fun.
All right, Larry.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Larry.
Larry, is it true that you're a comedian?
I am a comedian.
Oh, that's excellent.
Nice.
You know what? People think, okay, comedian, how fun. It is fun, but it can be one of the toughest jobs known to man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you ain't kidding. It ain't easy.
Yeah, I know. It is. I mean, if you get up there and you bomb and people are like, I mean, that's your work and your craft, and they're like flushing it down a toilet. I know you're not going to bomb today, though, Larry. We're expecting good things from you. When's the last time you actually did some stand-up?
Stand-up, yeah, that's it. Sometimes I like to sit down, though. I'm a big man, so I don't want to stand too long.
He just did it! Oh, get the rim shots ready.
There.
You did. All right. So when you tell people you're a comedian, how many times do they go, "Oh, really? Tell me a joke, make me laugh," and you're like, "No, it doesn't work that way."
Every time. And, I tell people, what do you do? And the guy says, well, I'm an electrician. I said, good, come to my house and change an outlet. I don't ask you to do your work.
Exactly. I know, Larry. They should think before they speak. All right, Larry, this is we call a hybrid game. It really makes no sense. It's called Double Dip, all right? We're going to play some sound from a blockbuster 90s film, and you guess it right, you get $10, all right? You could actually win a couple $100 or $100 or whatever. If you get it wrong, you have to name a dip that's on our approved list of the top 10 dips in America. Can you do it?
I think I'm up to it. I'm a big man. I know my dips.
All right, here we go. It all came from dip. All right, here is Double Dip blockbuster film number 1. Listen to this.
What's your Christmas wish, Jonah?
It's not for me, it's for my dad. I think he needs a new wife.
Oh, you don't like the one he has now?
He doesn't have one now. That's the problem.
Where's your mom?
She died.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well,
who can believe that?
There you go. What blockbuster film from the 90s was that, Larry?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with A Christmas Story. I don't know.
No. Nope. All right. Suspense music, please. You got it wrong. You now must name a dip in the top 10 dips in America.
Let's go with onion dip.
Onion dip. French onion dip is number 3. This is stupid.
Hey, do we find out what movie that was, though?
Oh, that was Sleepless in Seattle. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I effed that up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Larry, okay, here we go. This is very awkward. We're going to try again. Here is 90s blockbuster film number 2. Listen closely to the sound.
What's going on over there?
Put the gun down.
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life. Put the gun down, David. It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
Envy is my son. What 90s blockbuster film was that?
That's a hard one. I'm going to go with Silence of the Lambs.
Here's the thing about this game. If you just know your dips, you're going to win. That movie was 7.
That's the premise I went on.
Exactly. Okay. That was the movie 7. All right. Name a dip in the top 10. Go, Larry.
Spinach dip.
Show me spinach dip. Number 4.
Yeah!
Was it 7? Wasn't Brad Pitt in 7?
Yeah.
It was
7 Deadly Sins.
Mine was gluttony. All right, here we go. Larry, just try to get this one. Here we go. Here's blockbuster film number 3. Listen
You're
closely.
implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
Ooh, what 90s blockbuster film was that?
Jumanji?
I don't even think this guy's in the right decade.
No.
Is it a Christmas Story?
That was Jurassic Park. All right, here we go, Larry. Another dip on our approved list of the top 10 dips in America. Go.
Clam dip. Clam dip.
Show me clam dip. No, that is not on the list.
Wow.
No, according to our sources. And I love clam dip, Larry. I'm a little sad it's not on the list.
I love a good clam dip.
Sure you do.
Me too.
Okay, here we go. Here is blockbuster film number 4. What film is
this guy here. He's what we call an enhancement smoker because he thinks that marijuana makes every activity that much better.
Mi casa, su casa.
Observe.
You're Scarface, right?
Yeah.
I love Al Pacino, man. Did you ever see Son of a Woman?
Yup.
Have you ever seen Son of a Woman?
All right, here we go. That is blockbuster film number 4. What is it?
Scarface.
No.
Have you ever seen a movie or no?
That was Larry. That was Half Baked. Big film back in the 90s. All right.
These are hard.
I know. The clam dip was hard too, and you guessed it. Here we go. Give me another dip. Give me another dip.
Ranch dip.
Show me ranch dip. Oh, damn it. Ranch dip isn't on there. That's weird. Ranch dip should be in the top 10. Who made this stupid list?
Is this list from the United States of America?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like so. All right, let's move on. We gotta
I
keep
don't
moving.
think so.
Here is blockbuster film from the 90s, number 5. Go.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth.
What film is that?
That's an Adam Sandler movie. Let's go with.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see him in it. Happy Gilmore.
No, that's Billy.
Elvis Duran.
Oh, here he is.
And the Morning Show. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Stop being a douche.
Yes.
Now, you know, and by the way, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you can't be a douchebag, too. I know women and men who are a bunch of douches.
Well, to be honest, the woman should be the one that's the douche. Because really.
Well, no. Douches really don't. No. Douches are douches. Like an a-hole. An a-hole and a douche to me are the same thing.
Yeah.
So, stop it. So
I'm with you.
I was walking down, just minding my own business yesterday, moving from point A to point B on the streets of New York City, and there's this guy coming out of a store with the door open, yelling at the person behind the counter. You can't treat me this way. I will give you a bad Yelp rating. It was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
And of course, me under my breath, douche.
Just be nice.
Yeah, be nice to people.
That happened with Andrew and I yesterday. We went to dinner and a guy came in to pick up a to-go order and the lady said he had to come back in 10 minutes, so he left while he was furious and then came back a minute later because I guess they texted him that it was ready. You wasted my time. You told me I had 10 minutes left and now here I am again. And Andrew and I were both scared.
Stop being a douche.
That's ridiculous.
People who like to pick fights, people who it seems like they're trying to get arrested sometimes. I don't know. It's like I just want people to stop being douchey.
And like, what about people who correct you on the tiniest little thing? And you're like, you knew what I was saying. You knew what I meant. Why are you stopping this conversation just to point out that you're so smart?
Why are you saying that when Brody's not in the room?
Oh, he's not here?
No.
Dang it, I wasted all that energy.
So I guess try to monitor your douchiness.
Yeah.
Look, I know that sometimes we don't get our way and sometimes we have to blow off steam. There's a time and a place for that kind of stuff. But I mean, to embarrass like someone working in retail or, of course, knowing that there's an audience there to catch it.
Mm-hmm. Awful. Yeah. I one time almost tucked and rolled out of an Uber because this girl I was in the Uber with was so rude to the Uber driver. And she was like, do you even speak English? Tell me if you follow along. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry.
She's
this
a douche.
woman is awful. Yeah.
She's a douche. Is that a friend of yours?
No. God, no. It was when I had to Uber pool.
Oh, okay.
She said it like it's,
the lean years.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess just today is the day where, if you see douchery, walk away from it, because I think fighting a douchebag is like douchey too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you got to give that douche head his space. Let them do their own thing.
Maybe we can come up with our own little pad of douchebag tickets and write one and just hand it to them as we're walking away.
Okay.
Imagine.
Pardon me. You're a douche, but I think that's douchey too, pointing out the douchiness.
We need to douche out the douchebags.
Exactly.
Can I say though, I think the world needs douchebags.
Okay, talk about it.
Because it makes you appreciate the nice people. When you have a douchebag come up to you and you have to deal with him, like, oh my God, really? I got to deal with this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then Danielle comes up and she's nice and sweet. You're like, oh my God, I love life. Because you have the good and the bad. The bad being the douchebag.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. Don't we need douchebags in the world?
Yes.
No.
I guess without douchebags in the world, he's trying to say you wouldn't appreciate
exactly
the positive side.
Yeah, if there was no bad, then there wouldn't be good. Everything would just be normal.
Right.
So you got to have bad to have good.
Gotta be honest. No, I don't need
come
bad.
on, Elvis.
I don't need bad. I don't need bad.
Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain, right? Okay.
Right. That's a good point.
That's like I always think, like, do people in Florida that live there appreciate it as much as I do
No.
when I go to visit
No.
because they have it all the time?
Well,
They don't.
Florida's
All the time.
a bad example because, I mean, you have hurricanes and things
Yeah.
like that. I mean, but in California, Southern California, beautiful weather, but they have, fires.
I don't know, because I lived in Southern California. It was sunny all the time. I didn't appreciate it. I could have used some rain every now and again, i.e. a douchebag.
Just saying, Elvis.
Just saying.
All right. I don't know.
We all have a little bit of a DB in us, right? We do something.
Little douchey bag?
Yeah.
Would you like
I
one?
guess so.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know. I just have this feeling that when I don't know, when I wake up in the morning, I start to think about how grateful I am for all the stuff that's going on in life and all the surrounded by just the best people. And when you come into contact with a human being, be it a stranger or someone you know, in your course of the conversation, do you find yourself trying to lift them up in one way or another? It can be, hey, how you doing? Or, you're great. Or, hey, it's good being here with you today. You're those little things to me make everything so great on earth. People who elevate other people. Rather than going into a store and start screaming at someone because of some stupid little thing that really doesn't matter at the end of the day, and doing it because you have an audience listening to it.
Yuck.
I don't think we need those.
I agree.
No. Okay, Nate wants to live in a world full of douchebags.
I mean, not as many douchebags as there are in the world right now, but a couple. Sprinkle them in here and there.
He's basically saying that douchebags in the world make him feel happy, which is kind of douchey.
It also sets the bar.
I'm not a douchebag.
It sets the bar low for yourself. Because when you see a douchebag, if you're just slightly better than that guy, then you're like, hey, I'm not him. So
If you're just the bag and not the full douche, it's good.
Okay, now this is getting weird. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm trying to get a douchebag on the phone.
What douchebags are calling us?
There's a couple.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
They're defending their douchebaggery.
How could you defend your douchebaggery? Like, there's no.
Let's listen. I'm very interested.
Yeah,
You're
don't
open-minded.
judge.
Don't judge.
Don't prejudge a douchebag. Let them defend themselves.
You think you're a douchebag sometimes, Frog, but you're not.
I'm reading some of these
thank you.
texts. I saw a guy screaming at a cab driver because of the price.
What?
He was wearing a Gucci outfit. He can afford it. Well, see, I think that's douchey. Assuming that someone's dressed nice and they can afford everything.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree. Especially because we know a lot of people spend all their money on their clothing and then they go home to nothing because they want you to think they have it.
Right.
What's that, Scary?
Isn't there then two types? Can we differentiate the inward douche versus the outward douche? Like an inward douche is like you're applying to the cars people drive and the things people wear versus a douchebag who lashes out and is outwardly being a douchebag to the public.
A douche is a douche is a douche.
Of course.
Oh, a douche is a douche, of course. Bring them in.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Hey, did you see the story about a guy that went into a restaurant? He ordered, I think it was a $90-something meal with a friend, and the gratuity he gave to the server was a $25 Amazon gift card. Did you see the story? Oh, you saw it. So what'd you think about that, Gandhi?
I didn't see the problem with it that I know a lot of other people did see with it. I think that $25 on 90 is a pretty good tip, is it not? Like that's good. And Amazon, you can buy all kinds of stuff. It doesn't have to be clothes or electronics. You can get things that you need to sustain your life. So a lot of people were saying like, oh, I can't pay my bills with that. Well, kind of in a little bit of ways you can.
Okay, well, hold on to that. Yeah. And if you're working in the restaurant business, text us at 55100 gratuity. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. So if you're working in a restaurant and you're supposed to pool your tips, that $25 Amazon gift card, how do you split that up?
You don't. You keep that. You put that right in your pocket.
Oh,
the pulling tips thing sucks too, though. If you're in, okay. So when I was a waitress for 4 years when I was in college, and If I'm busting my ass with like a 20 top table and I make a ton of money off of that table, and then stupid Daniel with his 2 top trying to make the stapler zap people when they touch it, I have to end up splitting my tip with him.
Back up. What did Daniel do?
He would try. He had one of those stupid trick staplers that would zap you every time you picked it up to like staple something together. So he would spend his time doing that. Meanwhile, I've got a 20 top, and now I have to split my money with dumb Daniel. No, that was the worst.
Daniel.
Dumb Daniel.
Froggy agrees with you, right, Frog?
Yeah, 100%. You have some people that work much harder than others, and therefore you are taking away the incentive of the people who are not working that hard versus the people who are working hard. Now, Gandhi's got to give her tip up to damn dumb Daniel over here, who's not doing jack crap. And at the end of the night, they walk away with the same thing when they didn't work the same. It's wrong.
There was a story in the news, I forgot where she worked. She received like a massive tip, like a humongous, like out of control tip from this guy. And then the boss came up and said, well, you got to split that with everyone.
No.
She said, well,
including... And he was even saying including with the management team, which I've seen some places try to say you have to split with managers. Managers are making a full salary. These servers and waitresses, they're making $5-6 an hour. I don't even know what it is now, but like nothing.
And you know what? If you gave really good service and say that customer really likes you so much, that's why they gave you that massive tip.
Right.
They didn't meet Charlie in the back. What if Charlie's an ass and they don't like Charlie?
Exactly.
Why am I giving Charlie some?
Here's an idea. Let's say I sit down at your table and you gave an incredible meal. You took care of us, such good. And let's say I tip you $1,000. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
So my suggestion would be, rather than splitting that with everyone, you can split 20% of that with everyone, and you get to keep the rest. Would that work? Would you be okay with that?
That's nice of you. I would still be mad at giving Daniel my money.
That takes some math.
Or give the standard tip and then ask them what their Venmo is and send them the rest of their Venmo, and the rest of the staff doesn't ever know jack squat about it, and then they just split the normal stuff.
Okay,
and you take care of them.
Back to the Amazon thing. Here's the thing. It depends on where that server is in life. An Amazon gift card could be great, or they're busting their ass at 3 jobs. They need money to support a kid, and maybe they really prefer the cash. Well, who's on the line? Is it line 22?
Melissa, yeah.
Melissa. Let's go talk to Melissa. Let's talk to someone who's actually working in a restaurant. You work in a restaurant right now, right, Melissa?
Yes, I manage a restaurant.
Okay. I give you a $25 Amazon gift card. Do you look at me and say thank you, or look at me and say F you? Which one do you do?
I definitely look at you and say thank you, but I'm thinking F you.
Okay.
Because it's clearly just been re-gifted.
That's what I thought, too. Yeah. I thought that too.
Well, okay, hear me out, though. I'm not disagreeing with you, but regifting to me in this situation would be giving you a shirt my mom gave me that I didn't like. A $25 Amazon gift card has value for things that you most likely would probably want in your life, but you still say cash is king for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Look,
definitely.
by the way, for the record, Melissa, I will never give you an Amazon gift card. I will always give you the best tip of the day. I swear to God.
I'm thinking of some places I got gift cards to that I wouldn't want, that I could leave as tips.
Exactly.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, here's a gift card for Red Lobster, the restaurant down the street, which is
great.
Oh
my God, give me that.
I love the biscuits. But Melissa, now at your restaurant, do you guys pool your tips, or do you keep your own?
No, servers keep their own. I mean, they tip out like the food runners, but otherwise they keep their own.
There you go. All right. Melissa, loving that you're listening to us. You have a great day, okay?
Thank you, too.
Thank you. Yeah, Scary, you had something to say? What was that?
Yeah, I just think that I agree with you got to hustle for your own tips. It should be every person for themselves. But in a group party situation, I think the rules do change. I used to cater weddings for a living. And back then, we all were a team against doing this services for the entire party. So any tip that came in, that needed to be pooled, including the maitre d', because everyone worked on it together. It was a project.
Line 20 is Devin. You still work in the restaurant business?
I still do, yes.
Okay, I give you a $25 Amazon gift card on a $90 bill. It's actually, more than 20%. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think?
I'm jumping for joy. I've got 4 kids. I can buy food off Amazon. I can buy a bunch of other stuff. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. See, like I said before, it depends on where they are in life. Amazon gift card would come in handy for you, and it was actually more than 20%. So it's a pretty good tip. All right. Thank you, Devin. Thank you for listening to us. Have a good day today.
you.
Line 22 is Melissa. Says no, totally unacceptable.
Oh,
absolutely. Melissa, tell us what's on your mind.
We just spoke.
We lost her. Okay, she said they regifted a gift card because they were too cheap to leave a tip, which would come from their account. All right.
See, I would think right away, same thing, that it was regifted.
But it's still
but who
25.
cares?
It's still $25. It's still $25. It's not like
right.
giving like a gift certificate from
somebody gave me a $20 bill and I gave it to you. It's a regifted $20 bill, but it's still a $20 bill. Like, who cares?
Okay, the story was restaurant orders. Okay, here it is. Oh, it was a huge tip. It was a $2,200 tip. Wow. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It happened in Bentonville, Arkansas, in a restaurant. A party of at least 24 people left a $4,400 tip. Wow, for their two waitresses to share. That's $2,200 apiece. They said it was an incredible thing to do, and see her reaction was awesome to see what that meant to her and impact her. It was great, says one of the waitresses. But they're saying, no, the bosses came in and said, no, you're not going to keep all that money. And so this woman had been working at this restaurant for 3.5 years, and she'd never been asked to split her tips before.
See, that's so shady.
That's so shady is right.
Anyway, so something ended up happening. There was a skirmish between the server and the manager, so she was fired. And then so the people came back and said, well, we're going to cancel that tip. I'm not leaving that tip with you guys to split.
Good.
And there you go.
It's just crappy.
All I know is, anyone who's in the customer service world, if it doesn't matter if you're doing retail or you're working in a restaurant, everyone on the show, we will always treat you like the gold you are. But I see it at tables next to us, how you're treated sometimes. Mm-hmm. And the people who treat you like crap, they're not tipping anything, right?
And we've said this before, but when you don't tip somebody, you actually leave them zero, you are costing them money. It actually costs them money to take care of your table. Because at the end of it, they have to tip out based on alcohol sales and food runners, and they're still tipping out, but you've left them nothing, so they're paying for you to have been there, and that's a really crappy thing to do.
It is. I don't think people understand how it works. And even if they did, they're just idiots. Finally, line 22, John. Do you work in a restaurant?
I did for about 10 years.
Okay, so So where do you fall on this?
So, I rather cash, of course, but a gift card, people are not doing very well right now. So if someone can give you a gift card instead of cash, I'll take it because I've gotten $0 on a table before. And like the last person said, we pay to wait on your table if you give us $0. So I can use that gift card for something. I'm happy if you give me anything, really.
No.
Well, John, what if I gave you a $25 gift card for Victoria's Secret?
Oh.
I know someone I can give it to.
Okay, see?
There you go.
That's
John.
good. That's good.
Who wins the blue ribbon for positivity today? Our friend John.
John. Yes, John.
Full here. We love you. Here's a gift card for Piercing Pagoda at the mall.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, John.
Still around?
Have a safe drive to work, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
That's funny? To me, it's funny. Yeah, do you have a sense of humor? Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
All right, let's rip into the phone tap. This is a very unique phone tap. And as you will hear, the phone tap starts immediately. There's no setup time. There's no rehearsal.
Oh.
There's no rehearsal with the person who's playing the phone tap.
Yeah.
The letter came in saying, Dear Elvis, my fiance Chris has quite the temper. He's got an extremely sensitive spot when it comes to my ex-boyfriend Brian in Florida. So why don't we use this information and phone tap hot-headed Chris? This comes to us from Hannah. All right, listen in. This is very unique. Scary Jones calls Hannah to set up the phone tap, not knowing that Chris, the victim, is right there next to her in the same room while they're vacationing in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
So Scary needs to immediately spring into action. As Hannah's ex-boyfriend Brian, let's see if he's up to the task in today's unique phone tap. Let's listen in.
Hello.
Hannah,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Did anyone ever attempt to do that phone tap for you?
No.
Did we catch you off guard? Are you in a bad place? Is it a bad time?
No, I'm just in Puerto Rico right now with my boyfriend.
Is he right there next to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we can get him like right this second.
Sure.
Maybe I should be Brian, your ex, right here and now.
How you doing now?
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Is he looking over your shoulder right now?
a little bit.
Wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we just start right here? I just came to see you to say hello. I was in town.
I don't even know how you know where I live.
Well, you know.
I'm not doing what you do with it.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Chris. Who's this?
Hey, Chris, it's Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Hannah's.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just stopping by her house because I was in town.
Yeah, but you should go.
Well, I just wanted to see maybe if she wanted to grab some lunch or something.
No, absolutely not. You should go and not come back. And don't call the phone again.
Well, listen, we used to go out, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know it's not okay, bro. Just go away. I don't need you around.
I'm part of the past.
What the I used to go out. She's getting married. What are you doing?
Doesn't matter. We're just friends. Can't men and women just be...
He ain't a friend, bro. You ain't going to be a friend. That's it. That's over.
You're a typical meathead, let me tell you, buddy.
You're a typical little waiting there, not knowing what the he's dealing with.
Why don't you sit on a block of ice and chill out, dude?
You're lucky I'm in Puerto Rico, you little bro. You don't know what you little jerk.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Yo, wait a second up to get the away from our house or you're finished. You understand me? You don't know what kind of people you're dealing with. Get the away from our house, okay? Or you're finished. Get the away from our house.
You never even met me, dude.
Oh, God. Seems to be upset.
Hello?
That is the telephone version of running away when you hang up on somebody.
You said that's the telephone version of you running away. Hold on. Hold on, Chris. Okay, he's on the balcony flipping out. You kind of have to end it. He's going to flip out and break something. Hold on. Chris, you said one more thing. Just listen and he'll hang up. One more thing. He'll hang up.
You gotta deal with your ex-boyfriend at your house?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, what's up, bro? I'm on my vacation. What the do you want from me? What?
Before I go, I just got to tell you, you've been phone tapped.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey, Chris.
No.
Yeah, your girlfriend set you up on a phone tap, dude.
That's awesome. You're awesome. I love it.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
This phone tap was pre-recorded with permission granted by all participants.
The Elvis Duran phone tap. Only on Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Come on, Mr. Coffee. Do your magic. I'm still waiting for it to creep in. Speaking of creep, Scary.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Scary is left-handed, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So I'm in the studio with Scary, and I'm noticing him writing with his left hand. It looks awkward.
Okay.
And I have many left-handed friends, and but when they write, it just seems more natural. When you write, it seems like you're really curling your arm in a weird contorting way.
Yeah, lefties kind of have this hook to their writing style.
Right.
A lot of lefties I know.
But guys, when he's running the board, he has to use a mouse, that's hooked up to the computer.
Right.
He uses his right hand on the mouse. His right hand goes under his left hand and works the mouse.
Really?
Yeah. It's the strangest thing. Well, if you're left-handed, why are you using your right hand on the mouse?
I don't know. I was brought up where the right hand has to be on the mouse. Even though I'm a lefty.
Now, wait a minute. Could you be ambidextrous and maybe you're able to write with the right and you didn't realize it?
No, I cannot write for crap with my right hand. But I will tell you, because the mouse is set up on the left, as Elvis was describing, I have to reach over my body.
Yeah, he has to cross his arms.
To go to the left side of me to get to the mouse. And then when I press the buttons on the rest of the board, I have to go to the right.
Yeah.
So I'm literally forming a cross with my... Yeah, it's awkward.
Right.
It's
you know, when you were a kid, you used to hug yourself. You put your arms around yourself. He looks like that when he's running the board.
Scare.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Huh.
And I blame
I can't use my non-dominant hand to use the mouse. It's a very awkward feeling. If I try to use my left hand on my mouse, it feels weird.
Get your left hand off your mouse.
So you're saying in the world of lefties, you guys, it's not as simple as we think it is. I mean, it's much more complicated.
It is complicated because I throw with my left hand, I bat left, but then when it comes to
you bat left? When's the last time you picked up a bat?
Good call.
Oh my God! Yeah, when I'm a goalie playing hockey, I
play softball with my left hand. Everything's left. But
Another
when it comes to eating, which I do a lot,
yes,
I have to have the fork in my left hand and cut. No, I'm sorry. I have to have the knife in my left hand and the fork in my right to hold it. But then I have to do the switch to pick up the food with my left hand with the fork.
Right.
That is super awkward, especially when you're in fine dining situations.
It's weird because when do you guys like fork left? I'm fork left hand, knife right hand.
Can't do that.
From beginning to end of meal.
Me too.
I'm opposite of that, and I'm a righty. So I cut with my left and I eat with my right. And I don't switch.
Yes, that's how I do it too.
That's what I'm saying. The fork is in my left hand and the knife's in my right hand.
Yeah, I'm opposite of that.
Yeah, wait. Now I'm trying to figure it out.
What, Scotty?
There are certain things that lefties have to do right-handed. We have no choice. Like if you're driving...
Wait, are you left-handed too?
I am, yeah.
Oh.
I do the same stuff Siri does. Yeah, but if you're driving a car with standard transmission, you have to use your right hand to shift it. You know, you can't reach over, so there are certain things that...
The scary would do the crossover.
Yeah. But I do the same thing with the fork. I switch it. I use my right hand on the mouse.
See, a lot of people do switch it in because I think that's the American way. But I think I do it the European way, like you do it, you guys, when you just cut it and you just continue to eat.
Yeah, my fork's always in the left hand. The knife's always in the right hand.
That's proper.
Yeah,
when you're cutting something. Now, what about when you regularly eat without cutting? Your fork's in the right hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, line 4 is David. This is a very, very, very interesting conversation we're having. As you know, in Italy, Italian, sinistra, meaning left, meaning if you have a left hand, you're sinister.
Yeah, sinister.
Absolutely. Hey, David, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Left-handed or right-handed?
I am left-handed.
And when you use your mouse, which hand do you use?
My right hand.
There you go. Another one.
Wow.
I mean, even though it's not your dominant hand, you still use your right hand for your mouse, even though you're left-handed.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I do right-handed that I don't do left-handed. Like the only things that I do left-handed are eat.
Yes.
And right.
And right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I kick a football or a soccer left-footed, but everything else is right-handed. I bat right-handed. I golf right-handed.
Scary. Do you kick your soccer ball with your left or right foot?
I feel like that my dominant foot is my left foot. It would be left if I were to kick a soccer ball.
There you go. Yeah, that was the joke. You haven't done that in many years, I'm sure. David, thank you so much for calling. Be careful out there, okay?
I will. Love you guys.
Love you too. You know what we're finding out? Look at line 9. Peggy, same thing. Left-handed, but she uses her right hand on the mouse. What is it with you people?
Doesn't everybody use their right hand on their mouse?
Well, I'm learning. I'm starting to learn that is the case. Absolutely.
Well, I heard that if you're left-handed and if you don't use your right hand on your mouse, you don't go to heaven.
So what a dramatic reason.
That's what the old ladies at aerobics told me in Puerto Rico. That if you're left-handed and you do not use your right hand on your mouse, then you're not going to see the pearly gates. So you might want to rethink that if you're using your left hand on your mouse.
You hear that, all left-handed people out there?
All right. Wow.
All right.
What an easy way to get disqualified. That's crazy.
Exactly. Thanks for the warning.
You know, and I got to tell you, being left-handed can be very frustrating. Right-handed people don't realize. If you go to the buffet, the bread, you always have to change it because you cut differently. And another thing, a soup ladle. Soup ladles, they discriminate because soup ladles are always for right-handed people.
Well, the good news for you is, I do believe buffets are a thing of the past now.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. All right. Well, listen, thank you, Peggy. Have a great day. We love you no matter which hand you're using, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Monique on line 11.
Hi, good morning. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies. So as a left-handed person, you agree with the caller we had a second ago. A true left-handed person, in your eyes, uses their right hand for everything except eating and writing.
Yes. Now, I'm only 32, so I'm not really sure if everything's just adapted to that way because I've just always been taught to use my right hand for everything, even though I was a lefty. Like, they allowed me to, eat and write with my left hand. They were like, oh, yeah, we can keep you. But your right hand was done for everything.
See, when you were growing up, did anyone ever discriminate against you because you were left-handed?
Oh, yeah, they did for me, for sure. I used to play softball, and they would make me just bat righty. I was never allowed to even try lefty.
Why?
Oh wow.
The people that
I
really
don't
have.
know. And I'm only 32, so I'm relatively young, like in the game of like lefties, and I'm righty for sure. Like I don't know, I can't write with my right hand for anything, but. Nothing.
Monique, I have people texting in saying that they were beaten up as kids because they were left-handed.
Oh, yeah.
What?
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And don't forget, left hands back in the day, in like the time of the witches,
Yes.
were considered witches if you were a left-hander.
You were sinister.
Wow.
There you go. All right. Well, I love you, no matter what hand you're using. Whatever.
Thank you.
All right, Monique, you have a great day, okay? I can't believe you would be discriminated against
Yeah,
because you're
that's
left-handed,
crazy.
Scary. I mean, we discriminate against you for other reasons.
That's true. My father
So
told me
many.
that back in his day in Catholic school, the nuns would come around with a ruler and they would beat you. They literally smack your hand with a ruler.
They would beat you?
If they see you with you, God forbid, you had your pen, your pencil in your left hand. He told me they would come with the ruler and they would smack the hand and say, "Put it in your right hand." True story.
Wow.
These nuns, they're so holier than thou.
And in band class, they would not give me a left-handed guitar. They said, "We are not restringing a guitar. You have to learn right-handed guitar." So I learned right. So
This
I
is
know
not
how to play
right.
The guitar, with
The
my right
guitar
hand.
and a baseball bat.
Yeah. How many guitars did you play in band?
I know the A, the C, the E chords, but it's right-handed, classic.
Was it like a marching band with guitars? I've never heard of this.
Band class, we had guitars.
Okay, all right.
I feel like left-handed people need a support group.
Yes, yeah, Froggy.
Seriously.
I agree. They've been shafted all these years. Yeah, Froggy.
Now, Scary, how did you color without getting ink all over your left pinky while you're coloring? Because as you're coloring, you're dragging through, or even as you're writing.
You
True
do,
story,
right?
Froggy. A lefty knows what what I'm talking about. That the side of your hand is all smudge everywhere, right here. Whatever you call this piece of your hand, right there.
All right, well, there you go.
All day, all night.
No wonder you are so effed up, man.
I'm weird.
You left-handed people you've been dragged through the mud all these years. Did you know that ever since we started talking about this, every phone line in here is ringing?
Wow.
That's insane.
They all punched up our number with their left hands.
It's true, though.
Left hand. Yeah, are they really still calling?
I haven't seen this many people call for a topic. I mean, this many people don't call for the free money phone tap. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Look at that. Left-handed people are like, yeah, they're recognizing us on the Elvis Duran Morning Show.
Today's your day.
Wow.
Our friend Tommy Daddario hosts I've Never Said This Before. It's a podcast where he interviews our favorite actors and artists. Tommy, who's on the podcast this week?
Hey Elvis, 5-time Olympic diving medalist Tom Daly joins my show today. From growing up in the public eye to coming out in the media and finding love with his now husband, we are covering it all.
I've Never Said This Before. New episodes every Tuesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
And you know what? We always have to remember that Straight Nate and Scary and Scotty B are in our master control facility in Tribeca, New York to make sure this show goes on every day. Without the three of them, it wouldn't happen. And then we have our engineering team. Yeah, exactly. And we have Danielle coughing things up.
Sorry.
No, but Jeff and Josh and Rachel and everyone in engineering and IT that keep us on the air, thank you so much for doing what you do. I think that's so incredible. So, they get hungry every once in a while. And so Nate got the munchies and you walk down to the vending machine.
Yeah. Because our
what-
snack pile here has been depleted and we really haven't had a refresh since like the great trail mix we had. But
so tell them what you got. Tell them what you found down there.
I didn't get it because it's like the saddest looking solitary honey bun I've ever seen. And it's just sitting there all by and you can tell it's sweating, the sweaty honey bun. Right. And you can just see the perspiration on the inside. Yeah.
Sweaty old honey buns are like sweaty old meat that you shouldn't eat. Once your meat or chicken gets slimy, you don't eat it. And it's the same with honey buns. Ew.
Okay.
That's like the pre-mold.
Scotty B just yelled he's going to run and get it. So, I mean, it
gross.
It doesn't look good.
Who's going to eat it? Yeah, who's going to eat it? Scary.
Maybe we
Scary's
draw
going to eat it.
Don't look at me. I just wanted to tell you that machine used to be a happier machine. It used to have Otis Spunkmeyer cookies and Mrs. Freshley's brownies. Yeah. And now it's just a lonely, sweaty honey bun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to eat anything with the name of Spunkmeyer.
No.
This is Freshly's. I'm all in. Yeah, what's the brand of this honey bun? Do we know? Do you remember?
I was kind of focused on the sweatiness that I didn't really catch the name, but it's pretty sad looking, Elvis.
It sounds like a term of endearment. Oh, you're my little sweaty honey bun.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see it here in a second in the Zoom room when Scotty B gets back.
Well, Scary will eat it. Scary eats everything. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, Scary picked up a pile of something he didn't want to eat. He said, well, so I guess I got to eat it. It's the only thing in here.
Yeah.
What was that? You ate something that you didn't want to eat?
The nasty trail mix, not the good one, which we got last week.
Well, then why did you eat it? Why would you eat it if it's nasty?
I don't know. The peanuts were greasy, Elvis, but I needed something for me. I need some sustenance. I needed sustenance in my body.
But you had eaten every 10 minutes all morning before that. So I don't.
That's true. I pick out the M&Ms.
Yeah, Gandhi, what?
We decided yesterday that Scary would definitely off one of us on a desert island before the time was even necessary, just because he'd be preparing to eat.
He would eat us.
You can't be stranded with him. Yeah, he'd eat us.
Because not only would he eat us, he would take us out of the competition for food.
And on the 15-minute morning show podcast, you guys forced me, well, you encouraged me to drink that Cuddy Sark shot.
No, he didn't.
We didn't encourage you.
Did not.
You took that in your own hand. Don't even try that.
Scary, you lie more than Danielle on her entertainment report.
You were like, go.
Wow, that's a lot.
Shut up, Froggy.
We saw Scotty pop the top of that and almost vomit from whatever he smelled. And I'm pretty sure we were like, ew, don't drink that. And then somehow the three of you drank that.
Yeah.
Is he back with the honey bun yet?
Not our fault.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't let him buy it.
Why?
I don't
Even
know.
the machine is like, do not buy this. I will save you from the old sweaty honey bun.
To protect him from I don't know.
What do you mean? How does a machine not let you buy something?
It said make another selection. So maybe people have been trying to buy that honey bun for 10 years. I have no clue.
Scotty, it's looking out for you. It's like, if it says make another selection, even the machine knows you shouldn't be eating that crap.
Yeah.
You want us to get the engineer, Josh Haddon, to get into the machine? Maybe he's got some tools.
No, he's got radio stations to keep on the line.
Right.
You take him in there to get
Poor
the old...
Josh.
Yeah, it's the little things you fight about in your relationship, if you have one. And when you hear these stories of people in a relationship that have stupid little fights, you're like, this is why I don't want to be in a relationship, and I'm doing great.
Pretty much.
We'll use Gandhi as our example. We'll put her on the chopping block in just a second.
Okay.
Let's go talk to our producer from Q102 in Philadelphia. Smiling Steven is on line 24. Good morning, Smiling Steven.
Good morning.
You are so... I was about to say cute, but I know that you hate the word cute. Why do you hate the word cute?
I was flirting with somebody yesterday, and he meant it well, but he was like, you are so cute. And I was like, I'm 26. There needs to be a better word than cute. Cute is for 10-year-olds.
Right.
Aww.
He's right.
Well, Froggy, what's wrong with cute?
Nothing. Cute is like a word that means you're never going to go any further than where you are. Even handsome is better than cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously hot is good, but cute just means puppies are cute.
I know, but cute is it's more than looks. Cute is attitude and effervescence.
Yeah. Personality.
Personality.
Yes. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
But I mean, it's like you call a kid cute. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like I've just gotten to the cute level. I mean, I understand. Listen, I am not looking for hot. I get that. That's not the level I want to. But there needs to be a middle ground between cute and hot that is good for flirting.
What
I don't
is
know.
the
I need
How
your
is
help.
handsome?
Handsome, but that's I feel like that's what grandma says.
Yeah, your grandma
that's
says
your
you're so handsome.
You know what? You can't be. We can't make you happy. We cannot find a word that makes you feel good about yourself, Steven.
I don't. When we're talking about a girl or a guy, sometimes you go, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute." That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
What about could it be delivery? I say to my boyfriend all the time, ooh, you cute. Does that make any difference?
No, I think, delivery definitely matters, but it's also, I think when you're just flirting back and forth, it's just hey, cutie, I get it. Listen, it's never from a bad place, but at the same point, I feel like if I could call a 10-year-old cute and then I'm flirting with somebody and use the same word, there should be a better word in the vocabulary for that. We need to come up with a new one.
I know, but to be fair, Steven, you do smile and laugh and giggle a lot, but those are things that make you really great. But those are also things that are, well, they're cute.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's another thought. What if we just didn't have a word? What if we just left the words out? Like the descriptives, the descriptors, right? You know what I'm saying? Do you have to have a word?
Yes.
I don't think so. I like, you don't need to.
Okay, did you watch Bridgerton?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Who else watched it? You did, Danielle. No, you didn't.
I've seen
Gandhi
pieces of it.
Gandhi. You watched it, right?
I have not, but I know all about it, and I'm getting there.
Okay, Nate, you saw
I've
it, right?
seen it. I've seen it.
What word do you use to describe the Duke? Hastings. Duke of Hastings.
There's so many words. Smoke show, gorgeous. I mean, I'm a straight man, but he is hot.
Yeah, even my mom.
Cute
my
is
mom,
not one of them.
Cute
Yeah,
is
no.
not one of them.
Even my mom called and said he was hot. So, yeah.
Yeah. But could you use the word cute with the Duke?
No.
No, he's not cute. He's hot.
Okay. See, what you're doing is you're proving Steven's point.
Yeah.
You're taking
Pretty
the
much.
you're taking the possibility of hot away from Steven, and that's what this is all about, isn't it, Steven?
Yeah, a little bit at the core of it. Yeah.
Oh, Steven. That's so cute.
No, don't say that. You're saying cute. Don't say that. All right. Well, look, we love you, but
Thank you.
I wouldn't poo-poo cute so fast because
No.
that's a lot better than what they could be
Yeah,
saying.
if they said
what
butt
about-
face, that
What
wouldn't
about
be so
cutie
great.
patootie? Where does that fit into this?
That's
Oh, God. Who says that?
All right. You are fabulous. You're cute. I think you're very handsome, but I'm a grandma, so I can say that. But you hang in there. It's okay. Adorable. Is that a bad word? Adorable?
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like it's worse than cute.
Very
It's a
bunny-like.
cute family, though, for sure.
Yeah.
You're
What's
a
going on?
good-looking guy.
Hey, what's going on in Philly? What's going on? What's the latest? What's happening down there?
Everything is good so far. Just chilling.
All right. That's so cute.
So
All right. Steven, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for checking in with us, okay?
All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right. There you go. So, Steven.
I get that. I mean,
do
it's
too.
like if we get all dressed up for something and then, we have hair and makeup and we put on our best outfit and high heels and I walk out and someone's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I'd probably be like, well, damn.
Well, then let me
I
ask
didn't
you
get
another
dressed up to be
question.
cute.
Does cute have something to do with how tall you are? I'm starting to think it
It
is.
might.
Yeah.
If someone is like 6'2", can they be cute? I don't think they can. I think they're
That's a
too
good
tall for
point.
cute. You must be short to be cute. And Steven isn't the tallest of guys.
No.
That's true. You're right. That could be it. Dang it.
Okay.
But Gandhi's right. Nobody ever sat out to be cute. Nobody said, you know what? I'm going to get dressed up and I'm going to own this and I'm going to be cute. I don't think that.
Right.
That's it.
Well, no, that
It's not.
JoJo, what's her name? She tries to be
Siwa?
cute. Yeah, that's hers.
Yeah, but
all right,
this
okay.
is a little creepy.
Okay, let's get back to Gandhi. So Gandhi
Yes.
walks in and says, I had a little tiff with Brandon, my boyfriend. And
Yes.
do you wish to tell the story? Because it's... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it sort of started off, you were talking about a list of partners' traits that are either good or bad, or just, really they point out if you're emotionally mature. And one of them was about compassion. And I said, Brandon and I have been arguing about compassion because he says I have far too much for things that he just doesn't think are relevant. And I think he has none for things that I think are very
For
relevant.
instance,
And
give us
really
an
this
example.
comes... Yeah. Animals. So I will catch a bug and take it outside and let it go. He can't understand why I wouldn't just smash it to death on the floor and thinks that I'm crazy. And then I look at him like I find you crazy because you would just murder this bug on the floor. But to him, it's not murder. So we have this like standoff.
Okay, see, here's where I think you could make some changes.
Yes.
So if you see a bug crawling across the floor and he goes and smashes it, you Gandhi, no offense, you say things like, that little bug, I'm sure it had babies. I'm sure that bug... Well, no, bugs
He's going
don't,
home to his family.
Bugs don't nurse. They don't...
How
they
do
don't-
you know?
They
I saw a
don't-
comic
How
strip.
do you know that bug does not have children bugs?
Okay, no, hold on.
Right.
So, but Danielle, to be fair, Gandhi, her explanation was she saw a commercial the other day of a bug wearing a top hat. What was this commercial you saw?
I saw a little comic strip, and it was a ladybug wearing a top hat with a little briefcase under his arm, and above it was the shadow of a foot. And then it flashed to his family at home saying, I hope Dad's coming home soon. And I was like, see? There you go. The ladybug
Okay.
was on his way home to his family, and you killed it.
Here's where you're not getting traction. You're humanizing a bug, and so it's not relatable. There's got to be another reason why you want bugs to survive. You've got to give him those reasons. poisons. You're making this bug to be out like Mr. Peanut or something.
But here's the thing. Just because it doesn't have human-like qualities, and I can't say that it has human emotion, doesn't mean that it doesn't have its own version of that in bug form. We don't know that it doesn't feel things and doesn't say things. We would like to believe that it doesn't because it makes it easy for us to kill them. But I don't know, so I just don't want to.
And
but
what did that bug ever
battle.
do to him? That's what you say. What did that bug ever do to you?
If he's in your house, he's technically breaking and entering or trespassing.
No, we built
we're giving
on
you human
his
qualities. I mean, while we're at it.
No, wait. No, seriously. You've got to come up with, if it's a spiritual thing, if it's the universe created this bug and I really want to protect it because we are here to protect the universe, that holds weight. That holds water. But saying that this bug has to get home to watch the news is not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
What if it does like the news?
I think it should just be one of those things where we can each just let the other be, but neither of us can really let the other be. Because if I do something like that, he'll be like, oh, here we go again. And then if he steps on it, I'm like, I'll kill you later. This is terrible.
Oh, wow.
So at some point, we're going to...
Well, Gandhi would really be upset with me. The other day, I've been trying humanely to get rid of a mole in my yard. And I put little stakes in the ground and done all the humane things, and none of them worked. So the other day, I got some gopher and mole poison, and I put it in his little mole and gopher hole. And guess what? He hasn't come back anymore. So I don't know if he went and found somewhere else to eat, or if he ate the gopher poison and he's gone. But
He's 6 feet under.
Gandhi, I'm sorry. Gandhi, what do you mean to do? I tried the humane way. I put the little stakes in the ground that make the noise. He's supposed to go away.
Leave him alone. Let him live there.
Well, no, he can't.
No.
They rip up the yard. That costs money.
It was his yard first.
Oh my God.
Yes, Gary, what's up?
Do bugs even have brains? Can they think for themselves?
Did you watch A Bug's Life?
No, yeah, but that's
See, here we go again. When you say stuff like that, you totally negate everything you're trying to prove.
Because to me, a bug has no feelings, it has no being, it has no emotion. It's just there, and it's reacting to what's going on in nature. It's like a knee-jerk thing.
To be fair, most bugs that I know of do have purpose. There are things bugs do that are good for our environment, for our soil, for whatever. But then if you have one crawling in the house and it causes problems, it infests, maybe it eats wood, and your house caves in, then you have to make a decision.
Right.
Well, maybe this termite isn't going to make it home to watch the news. No. We got to kill this termite.
See, now when I'm feeding my lizard crickets, I think about these things. I go, oh my gosh, what if they're like panicking inside right now, this poor cricket, and he knows it's coming, and I'm so sorry, and I hate you. I'm sorry if you had baby crickets. Like,
yes.
I feel guilty. It's
Say
terrible.
a little prayer before you toss it in there, like, I'm so sorry, I'm about to do this to you. It's a circle of life, and then you throw the cricket and move on.
Well, I wish we could come to a conclusion here. There's got to be something online, that some philosophy that someone came up with that could make us all a little more enlightened about this subject, but we're not there quite yet.
Maybe.
I love this person. It says, if a bug is inside your house, it deserves to be squashed. If I'm outside, I'm in the bug's house. It deserves to live.
Yes, yes.
Well, you erected the house where the bug's house used to be, so still technically they're just living where they used to live.
That bug may not have been alive when my house was built.
Oh boy, here we go.
Maybe my house was here before that bug.
Here we go.
Elvis Duran.
He just keeps opening his mouth.
And the Morning Show. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
There's always people that have something to be mad at. Scary is on a tear. I don't think Scary usually, and we all agree, Scary is usually the guy who is the happiest. He's always laughing and childish and fun, right? It's like nothing. We could sit here and just insult you until you bleed, but you would never, ever be in a bad mood. Today, we saw a side of Scary. He is so mad. His dog is so scalded.
Uh-oh.
Look at him.
This gets to me. Okay, listen. I love life. You know exactly what you just said.
Tell everyone why you're mad. Why are you mad?
I'm mad because how does a breakfast place screw up the one thing they're supposed to do right? And that is
he is mad.
Eggs. Omelets.
Okay, so we just ordered breakfast from this place, and they screwed up his breakfast. He's over there throwing it in the trash can. Then he takes it out of the trash can and re-throws it back in.
They burn the omelet. How do you burn an omelet? The bacon is as greasy as hell. The toast wasn't toasted. It was flimsy. The only thing I ate was some of the avocado. That was the only saving grace.
I'm like, well, at least you had some great avocado for breakfast, and it's good for you. It's the good fat.
Yes, you're a breakfast place, and we're paying high prices. Learn to do breakfast right. Don't burn my damn eggs.
Are you telling them to do better with breakfast?
I mean, he is right.
They're brown. How do you have a brown omelet?
How do you burn eggs?
Well, I know, but look at how mad he is compared to what he's actually mad at.
There are people right now that are stopped for breakfast somewhere on their way to work, and they are doing the same thing. They're eating subpar food. They're eating breakfast with the eggs that are brown as the day is long. Put some more butter on the damn grill. What does it take to do that? Don't spray it with some pan.
So you're mad.
Yeah.
So you are mad as a dog.
People know what I'm talking about, but they suffer and they stay with it and they don't complain.
Okay, well, hold on.
I understand him.
Well, I tell you what. Let's steal a bit from our friend Charlemagne
Oh, yes. Why you mad?
from the Breakfast Club. Why you mad?
Yeah.
Now we know why Scary's mad. Scary's mad. I mean, he's not putting this on.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him slamming stuff around a minute ago during the song. He's just like, you are at your breaking point.
You know breakfast is my favorite meal. You know that I love my eggs. I just want a nice, silky, soft, smooth omelet.
I know you do.
No brown.
I know you do.
Eggs are yellow.
All right, can we try to find him a different breakfast? I mean, okay, all right. Gandhi, why are you mad?
I am so pissed because you know how much I love dogs, specifically my sisters. Went downstairs to get my morning hello from Smidge. Smidge was nowhere to be found.
Where's Smidge?
They packed up her backpack and took her to school without letting me say good morning or goodbye, and I'm pissed because I know how cute she looks with her little backpack getting ready to go out the door. Nope, no Smidge for me. I have to start my day with you guys, I guess.
Dogless?
Dogless. That's my favorite part of the morning. I'm so mad.
But look, you are mad. You're very disappointed, which turns into mad.
I was hate texting the hell out of the two of them. Like, are you crazy? You leave without letting me say goodbye to
I
Smidge?
gotcha.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, Diamond, are you mad at anything?
No, not today.
Okay, never mind.
That's a first.
But Scotty B, you're always mad at something. What is Scotty B mad at today?
I'm just mad that everybody keeps congregating in here, and I cannot concentrate on this show.
I know. You know what? And I'm tired of them congregating in there, too. It's a separate studio, and every time I look up, Nate is over there. And Scary was in there yelling about his breakfast. I needed him in here. You guys, I'm going to lock this friggin' door.
Yes, please.
This is why I'm mad. Because you guys keep leaving the show.
Like, this is the venting room in here. I don't understand.
All right, everyone stay out of there. Furthermore. Oh, hold on. Scary's mad again. Hold on. Yes. Are you Irish? Are you Scary Madigan? Get it?
People are saying butter is what makes eggs brown. No. Burned butter is what makes them brown. Slow and low is the tempo of cooking an omelet.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
My God, he's going to bust a button.
He's really upset.
All right, Nate, why are you mad?
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, this GERD. I had that chicken thing a second ago, and I've got this burp that is sitting right here, and it can't come out.
You know what? You've been complaining a lot about your GERD lately. You really should go see a doctor because we're tired of we're mad at you complaining and bitching and moaning every day.
I thought you did see a doctor, and that's how you got the
No,
diagnosis.
I self-diagnosed.
Oh, God.
All right, so he's mad.
So now, like, you eat something and you burp for like an hour after.
I know, but what you're mad at is your fault.
I'm a pretty good. I've been to enough doctors. I know what I'm doing.
No, but you need.
Great.
I know, but you're mad because you gave yourself GERD. All right, there you go. Why you mad? GERD. GERD, my GERD. You got GERD. Oh. You got GERD in the club. Who else is mad? Oh, I'm mad. Okay, this is whatever. Insurance companies. When you try to go get stuff done at the doctor, or you have have a procedure done or something, they turn everything down. Like you have to go in and get a CAT scan or something that could be life-threatening, and you get a recording calling your phone saying, "We're sorry, Mr. Red. We cannot give you a CAT scan." And then you know that they're supposed to cover it. Do you know how much money we pay in insurance every year?
Yeah.
Do you know how much money we pay for health insurance? And they don't do it. You have to fight with them every step of the way. I'm very mad. Hate them. The bad ones, anyway. The good ones are good. Hi, Elaine. Why are you mad?
Because at 4 minutes ago, some lady was just trying to merge in front of me, and I wouldn't let her. So she rolls down her window, starts having a conversation with me, and goes, "Yo, bitch, don't make me get out of my car and come after you."
Wow. Well, okay. Well, is there a reason why you didn't want to let her in? Not that she has the right to yell at you.
Yes, because
right before the merge, it was one lane, and she had been tailgating me on my tail of my car the whole time and trying to pass me on the right. So no, it's a one-lane road. No, you're not getting in. And then it went into 2 lanes. So no, I wasn't. I would have let 100 other cars in front of me instead of this lady. But I was sitting trying to drive like a lady.
Right.
And no, she rolls down her window right next to me.
And
I'm
called
like,
you a bitch.
Whoa.
She called you a bitch.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
and I'm telling you, I was having yesterday was just my birthday. I'm still like on my birthday high. And I'm like, yo.
Hey,
what?
Don't let that woman dull your shine. Not at all.
No. Oh, I was thinking, how bad do I need to not get any more scratches on my car?
You're gonna,
I was thinking
she's going to be on your mind too much today. We got to find a way to get her off your mind. Isn't it funny how we remember it? I find myself in the shower mad at things that happened 3 years ago. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm still mad. All right, you take it easy. I'm sorry. What's wrong? Hold on. I got to go. Nate has GERD.
It's ridiculous. I took my Pepsi Complete this morning, and it's not doing a
You
damn
need to go
thing.
chew some tongue.
You need to go and get an endoscopy, please, so that we know what the hell's actually going on there, Gertie.
I know. Yeah, GERD. How do we do a show and the producer in the corner going, whoa?
No, somebody texted in and goes, you might have hiatal hernia.
You might?
What is that?
That is, of course, that could be
Look at you. You Mr. I know it all in the medical field, and you know nothing. All right, we got to go. Elaine, you have a better day. At least you don't have GERD.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Oh,
God.
goodness.
This is the most dysfunctional show. I got a producer over here screaming in the corner. I got Scary yelling because his eggs are burnt. Hold on, people are mad.
You're
Hello,
mean.
Rachel, why are you mad? By the way, again, thanks to Charlemagne for letting us rip off his bit called Why You Mad? What's
I'm
up,
so
Rachel?
mad because my roommate keeps leaving the dishes in the sink.
Roommates that leave dishes in sinks. You know what? That's what Danielle complains about. Her kids leave dishes in sinks. So she went like an entire week and didn't take one of them out.
Too bad.
Just leave them in there.
They're all stinky.
Let the flies and the cockroaches just congregate in your sink.
Yep.
You know what? Did you tell your roommate, hey, yo, let's clean out the sink?
I will once he wakes up.
Yeah. No, don't let him sleep. Wake him up. Hey, wake up. Get your ass in there and clean out the sink. Take control, Rachel. That's your sink too, okay?
Okay.
So as you know, our own Scotty B and Andrew, they have a podcast called Serial Killers. It's all about breakfast cereal. And when they first came up with this idea, we were like, that's brilliant. And it's doing really well. You know what? They really are onto something. I don't know. Do you guys have a lot of... Scotty, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I dropped my cereal.
Okay. Do you have a lot of followers?
We do. We have a couple of thousand followers, and Andrew says that we have upwards of like 5,000 listens a week, so that's pretty good.
That is
Wow.
good. The thing about serial killers is they always have new cereal coming out, and they always have old cereal to talk about.
Truth.
Anyway, so my question is this. I saw this on Reddit, Scotty.
Yes.
Of all of the cereal box characters, if they all entered a coliseum, only one exits alive. Who is the ultimate serial killer? Music, Scary. Oh, The Undertaker, yes. Cereal box characters enter the Coliseum. Only one exits alive. Will it be Toucan Sam? The Lucky Charm Leprechaun? How about the dangerous Snap, Crackle, and Pop Rice Krispies boys?
The dangerous.
Captain Crunch. Don't rule out Captain Crunch.
He's drunk.
See, my vote could be with Tony the Tiger.
Yes.
Or, if you're allergic, the Buzz Bee from Cheerios. The Trix Rabbit. Or,
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him.
Danielle, how about Boo Berry, Count Chocula, or Frankenberry? The monster cereal.
Yeah, the monster cereal.
So, could it be a match between Tony the Tiger and the monster cereals? I don't know. Thoughts?
Could be.
Well,
Go ahead.
Tony is tough. He really is. He could kick ass, but you can't rule out Sonny the Cuckoo Bird from Cocoa Puffs because he's out of his mind.
And he can peck you. He might peck you to death, too. He'll peck, 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 peck.
Speaking of Peggy, you have to also think about Corny from Cornflakes. Cornelius is his full name, but the rooster on Cornflakes. Like, I think of cockfighting, man. He could go nuts. I think that he could gouge your eyes out with his claws.
And I think Tony the tiger he's in captivity, so I don't think that he's got what it takes to fight back.
Oh God! Well, no offense, but I'll tell you, even tigers in captivity will kill you.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
yeah, because you're dinner. You are dinner to them.
But look at Toucan Sam for Halloween. He's a werewolf, so I mean, he could go nuts on you too.
Then look at him. Well, she didn't see it. Can you hold it up for Danielle to see? Yeah, I'm still voting Tony the Tiger. Any thoughts, Gandhi?
I feel like we're really discounting Fred Flintstone from the Fruity Pebbles because he's like, isn't he a caveman? And I mean, I think that they could do some damage.
Comes with a club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Weapon and a pet dinosaur.
Okay. All right. Yes.
But there was someone else you said in the beginning that I was thinking possibly. What were some of the names you said in the beginning?
The Snap, Crackle, and Pop kids from Rice Krispies?
Step on them.
Or Captain Crunch.
Oh, no, it was the little, the leprechaun.
Lucky.
Because, doesn't he have magical powers? So possibly could he use his magical powers?
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
You see, he has that. No one else has that, Danielle.
Yeah.
But also, Captain Crunch could make you walk the plank.
What,
true.
I mean, I don't think you mentioned it, but Frankenberry, he's dead. He's dead. Like, he's undead. There's no way you could kill him. He will just kill everybody else. And like, you could chop his arms off. He'll still walk around.
Yeah.
His head will still bite you if you cut his head off. So Frankenberry wins hands down.
All right. Then you have Count Chocula. And you have Booberry. Someone actually sent a text and, hey, don't underestimate the powers of strawberry shortcake.
Oh my God!
What are her powers?
She's discontinued.
I didn't even know she had any.
She's discontinued?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You never, ever would guess in a million years someone that's like that would hurt you. But
well, let me tell you, when I was growing up, I had all those strawberry shortcake dolls that blueberry muffin and they all smelled. If you put them all together, the scent alone would kill you because they smelled like vomit when you put them all together. It was so bad.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Thanks for that wonderful memory from your childhood.
You're welcome.
I don't know. Who are we missing? Are there more? Are there more characters that we're missing out on, Scotty?
Yeah, there are more. There are some obscure ones. I mean, there was the crazy Craving from Honeycomb. He was like the Tasmanian devil. Like, he could kill you too. I mean, there. I can look back here. I have a lot of cereal back here.
Right. What's scary?
I'm going to say the Snap, Crackle, and Pop boys least likely to kill you. I think they're the other end of the spectrum.
They're like the Scary and Brody of breakfast cereal box covers.
How about Sugar Bear? Sugar Bear could maul you to death.
Oh, Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
I forgot about Sugar Bear from Sugar Crisp. Hey, where's James on line 1? I just answered your question. He is on line 1.
Right here.
Hello, James. How you doing?
How's it going? I'm good. How you guys?
Okay. Well, I ripped this off from Reddit. Cereal box characters all enter the Coliseum. Who walks out the winner?
I was thinking that the Lucky Charms leprechaun for sure. I mean, these guys make a living off of being elusive, so like they're gonna walk out a lot.
This is true. He will be so elusive. I never thought of it that way. There is that. All right. Well, someone just sent a text. Never underestimate the luck of the Irish.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right,
It's true.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for playing along. Eat your cereal, James. Thanks for listening to us.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, have a good one.
Mara is on line 4.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Mara?
Mora.
Okay, so who's
Like
going to
Laura,
win this?
but with an M.
Okay, Mara, who's going to win this thing?
I think we shouldn't count out the Cheerios honeybee because he could sting somebody and possibly kill them if
I
they're
know.
allergic.
Honey,
They're pretty lethal.
if you're highly allergic to bees and you get stung by the honeybee, you're done.
Yeah.
Unless you have your EpiPen ready to go.
Right.
Yeah, Scotty.
How about Chip the Wolf from Cookie Crisp? I mean, he's a freaking wolf.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the wolf has a lot going on there, the Cookie Crisp wolf.
Or Diggum. I mean, Diggum, you could get warts from him.
Wow. All right, Mara. Thank you, Mara. Have a great day. Liz on line 6. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win? Who's walking out of that Coliseum?
The Trix Rabbit.
How's that?
You can't trust him. You can't trust him. He's got so much up his sleeve.
Oh,
This
maybe.
is true. All right.
Well, the
I don't know.
tricks.
Yeah, see, now I've got questions. All right. Thank you, Liz. Thank you very much. Someone said
You're welcome.
on the texts, the Raisin Bran sun, because the sun would burn you to death.
Yes,
that's
true. Well, that's true.
Forgot about that. You can't get the
Forgot
sun
about
into
that.
the Coliseum. Hello, get real.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I don't know. You know what? I originally thought Tony the Tiger, but Danielle and Gandhi, you guys have brought up some other very powerful contenders.
Yeah.
To this, we'll have to set this up sometime.
We'll have to
See how it goes.
Let's see their availability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Frankenberry, go to dig him
wait,
up.
Count Chocula. He's a vampire. He can go around biting you and killing you and sucking all your blood out. Did we not think about him?
No, we didn't. We
Oh,
talked
we
about
didn't.
him. Yeah.
I missed that part.
Someone said, remember when Bruce Jenner was on the Wheaties box?
Yeah.
He was an Olympian.
Yeah.
We'll leave
what
that
about
right
all
there.
of the athletes?
All the athletes. Yeah, I mean, they're all super athletes. Something to talk about. I still think Tony the Tiger is winning. I know it's just me.
All right.
This was definitely a waste of time. But if you want to, check out the Serial Killers podcast.
I tell you what, though, folks, that's bloody nice.
Oh, yeah. Best time of the day. Ooh.
Elvis Duran in the morning show. Elvis Duran and the morning show.
Okay, well, we have a dispute here in the master control facility. I don't know. A show of hands of people who've been mad at Nate. Froggy, ever been mad at Nate?
You know what? I don't think I have, actually.
Well, the day is young.
You must not know that well.
Danielle, ever been mad at Nate?
Yeah, of course.
Scary?
No, actually, because I've known Nate years before he even came to New York, so we've never had a squabble.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been mad at Nate. From time to time.
I know you have.
Well, today, welcome to It's You, It's Them, where we figure out who's at fault. And let's go live to the person who's now mad at you, and that is Gandhi.
Hello.
All right, Gandhi, it's all you. What's going on?
So yesterday, I'm just minding my own business. I get a text message from a salesperson. Shout out to Vinny. And in it is a screenshot of an account that has been created on Instagram that is very hateful toward me. It's literally like, I hate this girl. It's got racist stuff on there. It's got hideous pictures of me. I will not give the name of this account because I don't want people to go follow it and give this person any shine. And I was looking at the account because the salesperson was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on? You should report this, blah, blah, blah. No, whatever. And then I look, Nate is following it. Okay? So
Nate.
I was like, what in the hell? So I took a screenshot. I sent it to Nate. And I said, really, Nate? Are you kidding me? Because I went and saw it. Is anyone else on the show following it? No. And Nate writes back, just call it morbid curiosity. And I'm like, you know what, dude? You're on my list.
Wait, he calls it morbid curiosity?
That's what he says.
Wait, you'll be up in a minute, not time to talk yet? Okay, so someone created a very hateful account.
Yes.
I mean, beyond hateful.
Yes.
And Nate follows it.
Yes.
All right. So is the problem, well, should Gandhi just calm down? Is it you? Is it them? So, I mean, is it Gandhi's problem being a little too...
Yeah, am I being persnickety that I'm saying, Nate, you shouldn't follow this? Should I go follow the account too to delegitimize it and then say, oh, haha, it's a joke, I'm going to follow it too? Like, what
Or is he dealing with Nate? Them? Is it them?
I mean, obviously, I think it's Nate.
Nate, Nate, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I saw this account before there was any posts, and that's what it looks like right there. There's only one post. When I started following it, there was no posts. You know how it gives you the suggestions?
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, this looks strange and odd. I think I'll follow them just to see where they're going with this.
Okay.
So I decided to follow them just out of morbid curiosity and to see if there's anything negative that I can further go ahead and prevent in the future.
Well, I know, but you can read stuff on the account without following.
Yes, it's an open account.
Okay.
You don't have to put your name
but
on
I'm
it.
not going to go back and look at this thing without following it. You
But
see what I'm saying?
he also never even told me that this account existed. So
Because
he
there was- Is this my turn? There was nothing posted yet, and this is the only thing that's posted.
But you saw the name of the account,
Yes,
and you
I did.
saw the bio in the account, and you knew that it was hateful toward me,
All right.
and you were like, let me support this.
I'm not.
Well, so you're saying, Gandhi, if you follow something, that means you support it. So you're saying you should never, ever follow an account that you are not supporting.
I mean, I do kind of feel that way, especially if it's like an open account, because you can just go, if you want to creep and you want to see what's going on in the world, you can go look at an open account. If it were a private account, that's different. And I know for a fact that there are people on the show who saw that account, blocked it, and then reported it. So I feel Nate should do that.
Well, this is the first I've ever heard of it. So, okay, Nate, do you have any final words? Or then we have to move on. We have to get to the jury.
Yeah. I think I've stated my case.
All right. So, Danielle, were you familiar at all with any of this?
So, my son Spencer is telling me that he sent me this account 3 days ago in my DMs, which obviously, why don't you text me, child, and send it to my DMs? You live in the house with me. So, I did not see it, and I think it is Nate because I think he should have, first of all, I think he should have told her about it from the get-go, like, just so you know, there's this account. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's got your name on it, to make her aware of it from the start. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I believe him 100%.
Well, the question is, should he be following it?
No, of course not.
Okay, so it's them. It's them. Yes. It's them. All right, Froggy, what do you think?
You know, in the beginning, I would have said it was Gandhi because Nate was following it for that reason, to keep an eye on it. However, once Gandhi points it out, he should have unwillingly unfollowed it and said, I don't want anything to do with this, and reported it.
Mm-hmm.
It's them.
Oh God.
Not looking good here.
You're down 2. Diamond, are you following this? Okay, well, where's Diamond's button? Yeah, Diamond, what do you think? What's going on here?
Definitely Nate.
Okay.
Not even an explanation.
By the way,
Come on.
By the way, she didn't even hear the story. She
Not even an explanation. This is just like the computer incident last year.
Stop. Hold on. So what's your thought, Diamond?
My thought is that Nate should have screenshotted it and sent it to Gandhi immediately.
Mm-hmm. Should he be following it? Should he be following this bad account?
No, absolutely not.
It's them. All right. Okay, scary.
Well, normally, I would agree with Nate. But here's the thing. People, a lot of times, they do, because they hate follow others, right? So I've seen hate followers on a lot of accounts, and I thought that's what Nate was doing, and I did think, like what Froggy was saying, he was trying to get some info, but it looks bad because if other listeners discover it and they see who's following, they're going to see Nate following it. So Nate needs to unfollow and stand in alliance with the rest of us.
It's them. It's you.
Unless he secretly hates me.
Unless it's his account.
Okay, hold on. One at a time. What, Danielle?
What if he started that account?
No, he didn't. Okay. Now you're driving us off the road, Toon Sis. Okay. So,
what's your final verdict, Your Honor?
I'm a little. I'm on the fence.
It's you. It's them. It's them. It's you. It's them. It's you.
By the way, if I had a microphone in my brain, that's what it would be saying.
It's Yim.
Okay. Here's what I feel. I feel that, I don't know. I'm of the belief if you follow an account, you're voting for that account. You're saying, I support this account. That's my feeling. Because I know if it's an open account, you can check it out anytime you want without following.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, I think as the senior executive producer of the show and a friend of Gandhi's, it makes sense for you to keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're keeping an eye on it on her behalf. On the other hand, I don't know why you didn't tell her about it. I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, I can't remember when I even started following this, to be honest with you. I just started following it out of morbid curiosity. And my standpoint on these things, when people are hateful like this, a lot of times I will follow them and I'll be like, oh, great, this is fantastic, and just douse it, right? I will, give them what they want. I feel like sometimes they want the attention, so when you give them the attention, then they back off.
So you're saying you're pouring gas on the fire, and you think that's a good thing?
I'm pouring gas. No, yes. I'm pouring water on their fire.
No, you're not.
He's pouring gas on the fire to put it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the account is following all of us.
All right.
So they may be
all right. Okay. Look, I wouldn't mind losing that follower. No problem. I don't. Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
I should unfollow.
Well, no. You have. I think no one's here to tell you. We can't tell you what you have to do.
No, you should do what you want to do.
But guys, he looks like. I think he has to unfollow.
Yeah,
because he looks like he's on the other side if he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I agree. I agree with you, Danielle.
All right, unfollowing.
Yeah, Froggy, should he unfollow or not? Yes,
he absolutely should unfollow.
And you should report it
unfollow,
too, because report it.
Okay. So there you go. Are you happy with this outcome?
I would like justice, and I would like us to start a hate page for Nate.
I think that probably already exists somewhere.
Everyone loves you.
And we need a new sweeper. We have it's you, it's them. We need it's Yim.
Yes.
So when you're in the middle, you can go.
You know you're pathetic when there's no hate page against you. Anyway, well, I hope we get it all figured out, and I'm glad that we can come to terms that coming to blows.
Right.
There's no physical.
That's what the court's for.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Not yet.
All right. And I just hate that this is going on. Someone spends the time. It really says a lot. Everything about the person who sets up an account like that. I mean, total.
Right. I was actually happy and excited and flattered until I saw his dumb ass following it.
I know. And I'm sad for people who do things like that. Anyway, well, thank you for bringing this to the court. Are we all happy now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fill out the suggestion card at the end as you exit.
Hey, it's Nicki Minaj.
What's up? It's the Kid Leroy.
This is Rihanna. Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
You're listening to Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Let's go talk to our friend Mike. Mike, are you there?
Hello, lady.
Hello. Now, where do we start? I don't even know where to begin. Where do I begin? What a great title for a book. Anyway, so
someone should write that.
Mike, tell everyone what you told us.
Well, I just had sex while listening to the morning show.
Okay, well, there's mixed emotions in here now. So
Good for
you were
you.
having sex while what were we talking about while you were at that moment? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, probably farts or something.
I don't think we talked about farts this morning.
Here's my point. If you were having sex and you could tell us what we were talking about, then obviously what we were talking about was more important than the sex.
Right.
But obviously your sex, was better than us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's kind of like putting sexy music on in the background.
Oh, no,
it's
but
not.
it's not at all.
no, I could never have sex to this.
Could you imagine, you're having a good time and all of a sudden you hear Danielle and I just cackling?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Johnny, hello, lady.
Oh, talk about a limp noodle. I just couldn't do it. All right, so, but how long ago was that, by the way?
Was maybe like a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Half hour.
All right. Well, thank you. Look, you know what? We got to take listeners any way we can get them.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
If you're out there having sex or robbing a bank, whatever you're doing, make sure you have us on. We appreciate it. Is there something we can send Mike? Like a towel or something?
T-shirt.
A T-shirt.
T-shirt.
What do you? We'll let you ruin it.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike. Thanks for having sex to the morning show.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Now, do you prefer morning sex over night sex or any sex anytime?
I'll take it when I can get it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, I'm with you
People
there.
are busy. You got to take it when you can.
Yeah, okay, hold on a second, Mike. Can you send Mike a shirt? He'll ruin it himself. Who was I having this conversation with the other day? Morning sex. Like morning sex, it's a totally different beast than night sex.
It could set the day.
Or drunk sex.
Yeah.
What?
It probably sets the day with a nice tone, do you know?
Yeah.
If you have morning sex.
Do you know anyone who cannot have sex unless they've had a drink or two?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Yeah, me too. I hope not.
Yeah? No, I know some people, it's like, no, I don't think they've ever had sober sex, ever.
So never morning sex for them then.
Well, unless they get up early and start,
Oh, see, I consider morning when you're still in the bed. Like you haven't even gotten out yet. You're just there and
Right.
go.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what's straight name?
I love morning sex because I think, Daniel, it sets the tone for the day.
Yeah.
You start the day off doing the best thing ever, right? So it's not like you have something to look forward to because you've already done it.
But brush your teeth first.
Yeah, I always do brush my
Thank
teeth.
you.
I
Yeah,
get up,
that's
I brush my
important.
teeth, I go to the bathroom. then I come
Look,
back.
I understand the brushing your teeth thing, but doesn't that sort of take away the spontaneity?
No.
It's the spontaneity. It is not spontaneous if you brush your teeth.
If I have morning breath, I cannot concentrate on anything spontaneous.
Well, I don't want your mouth near my nose anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can be exhaling all you want as long as it's not near my nose.
What if you kept a bottle of Listerine next to the bed?
Because that's creepy.
We're going to spit it.
And then where are you going to spit it at?
Wait, and that might burn certain things.
Oh, forget I said that.
Or
saying.
excite.
Yeah.
You never know.
Don't try to worm your way out of this one.
No, Altoids? Put an Altoid in.
If you're wasted, heavily, totally intoxicated, can you perform? Being
Me?
male. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I think we kind of get ripped off in that department, the morning sex thing.
What do you mean?
I mean, I wake up at 3:30. No one's going to wake up and want to get that going.
I think that's
get away from me.
I think that's great. It's almost like they're half asleep sex.
If I tried to do that, I'd get kicked out of my house.
Yeah. Anyway, so morning sex, huh? I'm gonna try that. I need to try that sometime soon.
I hope more people are doing it right now.
Ooh, that's right. People are doing it.
Oh, I hope so. Yay.
Are you doing it right now and looking at us like, oh my God, you're right. Do you have cameras in my room?
Yeah, they know I'm doing it. They're watching me.
How weird.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
All right, let's rip into the phone tap. This is a very unique phone tap. And as you will hear, the phone tap starts immediately. There's no setup time. There's no rehearsal.
Oh.
There's no rehearsal with the person who's playing the phone tap.
Yeah.
The letter came in saying, Dear Elvis, my fiance Chris has quite the temper. He's got an extremely sensitive spot when it comes to my ex-boyfriend Brian in Florida. So why don't we use this information and phone tap hot-headed Chris? This comes to us from Hannah. All right, listen in. This is very unique. Scary Jones calls Hannah to set up the phone tap, not knowing that Chris, the victim, is right there next to her in the same room while they're vacationing in Puerto Rico. Oh. So Scary needs to immediately spring into action. As Hannah's ex-boyfriend Brian, let's see if he's up to the task in today's unique phone tap. Let's listen in.
Hello.
Hannah,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Did anyone ever attempt to do that phone tap for you?
No.
Did we catch you off guard? Are you in a bad place? Is it a bad time?
No, I'm just in Puerto Rico right now with my boyfriend.
Is he right there next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can get him like right this second.
Sure.
Maybe I should be Brian, your ex, right here and now.
How you do now?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he looking over your shoulder right now?
A little bit.
Wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we just start right here? I just came to see you to say hello. I was in town.
I don't even know how you know where I live.
Well, you know.
I'm not doing what you do.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
It's Chris. Who's this?
Hey, Chris, it's Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Hannah's.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just stopping by her house because I was in town.
Yeah, but you should go.
Well, I just wanted to see maybe if she wanted to grab some lunch or something.
No, absolutely not. You should go and not come back. And don't call the phone again.
Well, listen, we used to go out, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know it's not okay, bro. Just go away. I don't need you around.
I'm part of the past.
What the I used to go out. She's getting married. What are you doing?
Doesn't matter. We're just friends. Can't men and women just be...
You ain't a friend, bro. You ain't going to be a friend. That's it. That's over.
You're a typical meathead, let me tell you, buddy.
You're a typical little waiting there, not knowing what the he's dealing with.
Why don't you sit on a block of ice and chill out, dude?
You're lucky I'm in Puerto Rico, you little bro. You don't know what you little jerk.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Yo, wait a second up to get the away from our house or you're finished. You understand me? You don't know what kind of people you're dealing with. Get the away from our house, okay? Or you're finished. Get the away from our house.
You never even met me, dude.
Oh, God. Seems to be upset.
Hello?
That is the telephone version of running away when you hang up on somebody.
You said that's the telephone version of you running away. Hold on. Hold on, Chris. Okay, he's on the balcony flipping out. You kind of have to end it. He's going to flip out and break something. Hold on. Chris, you said one more thing. Just listen and he'll hang up. One more thing. He'll hang up.
You got to deal with your ex-boyfriend in your house?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, what's up, bro? I'm on my vacation. What the do you want from me? What?
Before I go, I just got to tell you, you've been phone tapped.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey, Chris.
No.
Yeah, your girlfriend set you up on a phone tap, dude.
That's awesome. You're awesome. I love it.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
This phone tap was pre-recorded with permission granted by all participants.
The Elvis Duran phone tap. Only on Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Danielle walked in this morning. She says, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm like, what? This is for the guys in the room. We're like, yeah, okay, what? When's the last time you used a washcloth? A wash rag? I'm like, well, I don't. Why are you asking? And so you're point of view was what?
The reason I was asking is because I wash them in my house, and then I fold them and I put them in, in the closet, and they don't get used. Like, I'm the only one that uses a washcloth, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, they're all still in there until I use them. Like, how do these guys in my house? I know they take showers, but how do they wash themselves? It's crazy.
We use our hands.
We use our hands.
That's disgusting.
No.
You use your
No.
hands.
Use a washcloth.
Why is it disgusting?
Because what do? You rub the soap on your stuff, or put the soap on your hands and then rub your stuff?
Okay, I put the soap in, let's say, my right hand, and then my left hand, it's got lather in it too, and I just rub my whole body with it. And then when I get ready to wash, other areas that I don't want to cram the soap up there, I get enough soap on my hand, and then I use my hand.
Exactly.
No.
It's almost as if Froggy and I learned how to bathe together.
Yes,
It's
because
like
your
brushing
washcloth.
with a
No,
finger.
the
Like, you don't
washcloth
put
that you're
toothpaste.
Okay, one at a time. Gandhi, what? What are you saying?
No, I'm saying it's like brushing your teeth with toothpaste on your finger.
No.
It's the same as washing your body
No.
with soap on
No.
your hand.
No,
Totally.
it's not.
You
No.
have to put
No.
the soap on a washcloth and really get that lather and that clean.
Right.
Get up in the crevices and
Yes.
get everything.
No, because
Yeah.
that washcloth, then you throw the washcloth in your washing machine. It's got fecal stuff on it, and then that's on your clothes in your washing machine. It never really gets cleaned.
wash it
No.
Okay, let's be honest. That washes out.
Right, that washes out.
Your hand's just fine. As a matter of fact, with your hand, you actually have more control because you can feel where it's going and you can control it better.
But what if there's a something extra that you need to clean out? You're going to use your hand to
Well,
do
that-
that in the shower?
Well, that shouldn't be in there. Why is there something extra?
You never know, a dingly dangly. I don't know. So you're up there in the crevices, and your washcloth is much
You
better.
gotta use a washcloth.
I don't have dingly danglies.
Danielle,
I use a washcloth. I keep it next to my sink. I use it for like sink stuff.
Danielle and Gandhi, I use a
I'm
washcloth
sorry, Scary.
every
Can
day.
you? I'm sorry. Yes. What's going on? Straight Nate.
Well, Danielle actually nailed it. I do use it for that area. And it's the only time I use a washcloth. And I actually have had to get rid of washcloths when
What do you? Why? What do you have?
have a messy
going there?
grundle?
I don't know. It's just like occasionally, like I'm surprised with what comes out of there.
What?
Have you heard of this stuff called toilet paper? Like you use that before you go in the shower.
The tushy.
Use
The
your Hello Tushy.
I was sick one
Yeah, you need your
time,
tushy.
and it did.
Okay. All right. Bye. We don't want to hear it.
it.
No. Don't want to hear it. What's Scary? You may not.
I like to stand up for guys using washcloths, okay?
No one's insulting them.
Okay, well, why
By
not?
the way,
But
let
it
me
seems
be
like
very
Froggy-
clear. No one is insulting people who use washcloths.
Okay,
No one's using it.
I use them. I don't know life without a washcloth. In fact, I feel
Awesome.
lost if there's no washcloth inside. I need to have one. So I'm just saying. that-
Okay,
Yeah,
done.
but how do you have enough soap to go around? Like once you lather up the washcloth, then do you go back to the soap again?
No, the soap stays underneath the washcloth as you go. It never.
Oh, that's a
leaves.
whole.
Oh,
no.
I never heard of that before.
No one's ever.
I don't know
heard
about
of
that.
What?
But you can always use more soap.
Yeah, soap is there. We have
Yeah.
plenty of soap. It's
And
not,
do
you
me
know-
a favor. Don't wash your butt with your washcloth and then your
No.
face. There's an order and that needs to happen.
Well, then
have
wait a
two
minute. So
washcloths.
you're saying when your washcloth is done, you can't use it again until it's washed
Well,
and
no.
clean.
I will
That's what
use,
you're saying.
I will use that same washcloth again for my privates. I will not wash my face with that one. I will get a new one for that.
Do you go front to
because
back or back to
Washcloths
front?
do you go through?
You always go front to back. You cannot go back to front. That's a bad thing.
Always
I learned
remember that. Yeah,
I know, that's what
keep
I'm
that in
saying.
mind.
This is- okay.
I learned that changing diapers. They always say never
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to front with the baby.
All right. So here we are. Okay, so Danielle brings this up this morning while a song is playing or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I realize we get into these heated arguments over something so stupid as a washcloth.
It's my
yeah,
favorite.
But, you know.
Now, what if you use a loofah? So there's people that use a loofah, and you don't wash back there with the loofah, right? Because then that's harder to clean out, and plus you're exfoliating. Yeah, you don't want to use the loofah back there.
Exfoliate them.
You know what's great? We could just go on and on all day.
That's weird. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.